Hall and Mike Nardone are officials for tonight. Traore and Ogimono Johnson to get things started here from the zoo in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Allen Powell right away, turnaround no good. The Bronx dominated the glass in that game up in Niagara Falls. And the Bronx tied for first in rebounding in the MAC. Niagara last on the glass. Hammond right away, turnaround no good. One and done for the Purple Eagles. Murray a three, no good.
Noah Thomason, who has the ball for the Purple Eagles, he's been terrific this season. He's kind of been the player that's come on unexpected to be excellent having the ball in his hands.
There's a drive and then out of control, stepped on the, no, they're going to say a walk. A walk on Rob Brown. By the way, Steve, so you're not baffled, I'm sure you have the information. Greg Kwakamensa, who generally wears 15, is wearing number 11 tonight. So I don't want your head to spin when you see an 11. We didn't have an 11 on our roster. Kwakamensa.
Yeah, his jersey stands out different than the others, so don't think I'll forget about him. No name on the back.
Corner three, James, no good. Long rebound, Merritt. Vaughn, who had a double-double against Niagara in the first meeting, gets fouled by Rob Brown III. Brown, one of two freshmen on this Niagara team. Powell, an easy lay-in for the first two of the game at the 18:27 mark off the inbound from Murray.
Yeah, he looked to shoot that mid-range shot, but saw that the right side of the hoop, there was nobody there to stop him, so he's able to get to the cup and finish.
Kwakamensa driving in around James, and a walk called before the basket. So another turnover number two, and the Purple Eagles do a great job taking care of the ball. 6th in the nation last year, under 10 a game. This year, right around 12 a game. Murray foul line jumper off glass and good. Kwakamensa, he will shoot the three if left open. He shoots at an unbelievable clip when he does. Hammond fade away. Front iron no good. Murray finds Powell. He'll launch a three, no good. And the Purple Eagles want to run. Ball batted away, but right to Brown. Brown the drive. Contact, no call. Kwakamensa, offensive rebound and put back.
And Kwakamensa, if he's going to shoot, he's going to be pretty efficient around the basket. 60% as he's the team leader. Jordan Sintrad, who comes off the bench, we'll see him in a little bit. He shoots it at 54%, so some of their bigs pretty efficient around the basket.
Vaughn, corner three off the mark. And the rebound batted around and taken by Niagara.
And the Bronx want to get Demencio Vaughn going early. Part of the reason Riders struggled a bit offensively in some of these recent games after the winning streak is Demencio's been a little bit out of sorts scoring the basketball.
Noah Thomason. Thomason, one of two Purple Eagles averaging in double figures, and the other one just missed a three, and that is, of course, Hammond. Murray will try a three, no good. They're launching them, they're not connected.
Well, a lot of shots early in the shot clock for both teams, so they have the green light to shoot, trying to get into a rhythm, but so far little offense on each side.
Nearly stolen. Kwakamensa comes up with it. Guarded by Ogimono Johnson. He'll settle for the jumper and got it. He could shoot the ball. You know, that was a 2, but he is 10 of 14 from 3.
Yeah, and he had the jab step there to create some more space, and nicely is able to shoot that 15-footer on the baseline. So far, they're 0 for 5, but a lot of the success they've had in recent games is establishing Mervyn James on the block. So hopefully coming out of the timeout, they'll get him some more touches.
Bronx trap. Justin Roberts in the game, a 5'10 grad senior from Lawrence, Kansas. Now Hammond. Cintron also in, along with Sam Iorio. Thomason on the drive. Thomason off glass, no good. And the rebound, Cintron back to Iorio.
Iorio's had a real solid career, over 1,000 points, over 500 rebounds for the Purple Eagles.
And he'll launch the 3, no good. Started his collegiate career at American, then went to South Alabama. And now here in Niagara. But yes, he's a 1,000-point scorer in his collegiate career. Vaughn, little bump. Vaughn is fouled by Thomason. First on Thomason, second team foul. Vaughn will go to the line to shoot 2.
And I like that attack for Demencio. Vaughn comes around the screen at the right elbow and was able to get the angle to draw the foul. He just needs to see the ball go through the hoop to give him a little bit of confidence here in the early going.
Vaughn, a 75% free throw shooter. He struggled lately. Started the season off solid. And that one no good.
And Darryl, Demencio's had such a terrific career. It's been an arduous journey going to Mississippi and coming back, but you hope that he finishes off his career in style here in these final games for Ryder.
He makes his 100th free throw of the season. He's now 75 for 100.
It's easy to figure out the percentage when it's 75 out of 100.
That's why I did it. Any other way I would struggle. Here's a Hammond jumper short. They try to get it down low to James, as you mentioned before. Try to establish him down low again, this time fouled. Foul on Cintron, his first team third. And the Bronx will have it inbound.
And a little lucky there they didn't turn it over, as a couple times they had entry passes that nearly got stolen away. James actually can get 2 shots here as
they're going to call it a shooting foul.
Got a bit of a break there because it didn't look like he had a clean handle when there was some contact.
That's exactly what Justin Roberts is asking Mike Nardone. First on James, first for James is good. James is 79% free throw shooter.
Seems like in a lot of these games recently, Darryl, both with James and with Alan Powell, it's been the second halves where they've come alive. It's really been kind of a slow starting performance for both players in the first halves of games.
And we've said it a lot. The key to James is staying in the game. And there's a foul, good and fouled, and a James foul.
And part of his problem is that he's been susceptible to pump fakes throughout the season. So a lot of players around the league know that they can get him in the air very easily.
100%, and that's exactly what happened there. Good job by Jordan Cintron. Cintron averages 9.1 points per game. 77% from the free throw line. And we're tied up at 7. Nehemiah Benson. Murray finds James. James thought about it. James on the drive. Good job by James.
And a good dish by Murray with the shot clock running down. You thought Murray might have to shoot it with the shot clock closing in on single digits, but he's able to find James with a nice pass.
Trouble for Thomas, and he does get it across to Hammond. Now Oreo, and stolen away by Vaughn. So a team that does not turn it over often this season is doing it plenty here early on. Benson underneath from Powell. So Powell another assist, this time an easy 2 for Benson.
We'll get to the series history in a bit, Darryl, but this has been a place where Niagara has really struggled over the years.
Yes, they have. It's been a while since they've won here. Here's Thomason. Now Hammond, open 3, no good. A rare miss. Niagara as a team shoots it very well from beyond the arc. Great move by Murray, and now Vaughn. Murray, foul line, trap goes to Benson. Corner, 3, Vaughn. No good, in and out. And Cintron with the rebound.
There was a game here about 3 years to the date where Riders scored 58 in the first half.
A long 3 by Roberts, our first 3 of the ball game. And it comes out of the hand of Justin Roberts.
And he had 4 threes against the Bronx in the first matchup. There, he just steps up. He's a little bit of ways back from the three-point line, but there's no real contest. And he's
Murray. Now Powell. Powell, little stutter step, throws up a short jumper, no good. Rebound, Iorio. Hammond looks for space. Good job by Vaughn, and now Benson. Hammond for 3, in and out, no good. So Hammond yet to connect. Niagara, oh, an unforced turnover. Murray just looked up, lost the handle, out of bounds, and a timeout on the floor. Cintron, size advantage on Murray. Now to Mackey. Mackey checked in the game, Julian Mackey. Back to Roberts for 3, off the mark. And then Jerry Ogimuno Johnson with the rebound. So 1 and done again for Niagara.
Don't ever shoot the ball again, buddy.
Halfway through this first half, 3-point lead for the Bronx, 13-10. Ogimuno Johnson working on Iorio, gets a little lay in there. Laid on the front of that rim and dropped in.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was going to have space to turn and go with that right-handed hook on the baseline, but he's able to have it go down.
Thomason, good crossover to the hole. Beat Altman on a real nice crossover by Thomason. Powell tries to get around Roberts. Good move by Powell, off glass, good.
And he realized that he had a little bit of the size advantage there on Roberts, and he's able to break him down and take him to the hoop.
Noah Thomason with Powell on him. They've just traded the last 2 layups. 10 to shoot. Mackey in the corner. 3 on the way, no good.
Nice box out by Jerry Ogimuno Johnson.
Mackey, I can break you over my knee. You're skinny as hell.
Altman walks with the ball. Turnover, Bronx. That is Riders' 3rd turnover of the game. Vaughn coming back in, and Jeremiah Pope will make his first appearance.
Yeah, this feels a little bit like that Monmouth game a couple games ago last Friday night where both teams really just struggled to get into any type of flow offensively.
8:40 left first half, 17-12 Bronx. Cintron drives, Cintron, contact, no call, rebound Vaughn. Greg Paulus really upset with the officials after the no call there. McKeithen in traffic. Ogimono Johnson backing in on Cintron. A hook is blocked by Cintron. Gets it back. He'll try it again. Left it short and out of bounds. It'll belong to Niagara.
Yeah, right now, neither team is getting the benefit of the doubt with calls. I mean, there's only been 4 combined fouls, so if there's a little bit of contact for now, this officiating crew is letting those plays go on.
Kawaka-Mensah. Thomason driving again, this time out of control. Ball is batted and kept alive by Brown. Brown, good job defensively by McKeithen, and it is out of...
Ball towards the paint, get to the line, try to get some free points.
2 to shoot for Niagara as they'll inbound with Cintron. Cintron looking, and the ball is tapped to the backcourt and a shot clock violation. Pope took one to the nose. The officials are really letting them go tonight. A lot of contact here, physical, yet just 4 fouls overall in this game.
Yeah, Greg Paulus really gave it to the officiating crew going into that last timeout. We'll see if that has any type of impact on either side here with more fouls being called.
McKeithen down low to Vaughn, layup good. Good job, McKeithen to Vaughn. And the Bronx right now living in the paint.
And that's what Demencio Vaughn can do. If you get him on the block against a smaller defender, you almost wonder if Riders wasted some chances earlier this season to do that and get him set up on the block where he can go to work.
Thomason inside and a whistle, a foul. Foul on McKeithen, his first, team second. It'll be Niagara ball to inbound. 19-12 Bronx. 7:02 first.
You look at some of the recent games for Ryder. Only 11 free throw attempts against Manhattan, 17 against Monmouth. Just need to get to the line a little bit more to give themselves a chance.
Kawaka-Mensah out of Thomason. Kawaka-Mensah thought about a 3, now drives in. Good move. Again, contact, no call. They are letting him go. Murray. Powell, open 3, no good. And it hits the top of the backboard. So the Bronx now have fouled on their first 7 threes.
And that was a great look in transition. Powell coming around a screen there on the wing, got a terrific look, just back iron too strong.
Short jumper, no good, in and out. Hammond really struggling here in the first half.
And usually that shot be automatic. A defensive communication mistake by Ryder gave him an open look on the baseline. He just couldn't hit.
Murray working on Hammond. Now through the paint to Pope. James down low. James is fouled by Traore. Oh, they're going to call a walk.
Yeah, Nardone, the official closer to the scores table, saw the extra step. I think it was the right call.
All right, so I'm going to go with you there, Steve.
In the NBA, I think it would have been passable.
You see Traore in the game. A 6'11" sophomore from Maui. Kawaka-Mensah working on James, and a foul on James. That'll be his second. Again, at times he doesn't move his feet defensively, and that's when he gets in these foul trouble. These problems.
He's got to come out of the game now because of Ogimono Johnson, and it's just being able to move laterally, show quickness to get in position against the offensive player.
Brown, right elbow. Gives it up to Kawakamensa. Brown stumbles, but somehow stays with the dribble, goes off glass for two. 19-14, 5:20 left first half. Bronx by 5. They try to get it to Ogimono Johnson, broken up, turnover Bronx. Hammond the other way, good numbers. Finds Brown, drives, layup no good. It is off and out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Bronx.
It's simple, Daryl, but that's where Vaughn's just got to make a bounce pass. It's too hard to make that pass without bouncing it at that tight angle.
You're correct. The bounce pass is exactly what you needed there, and it's too easy to break up. Pope left open, short jumper, got it. Pope from McKeithen, another assist for McKeithen.
And the Bronx have been running that horn set where they took the two players up on the elbow. That time a great screen set by Ogimono Johnson to free Pope for the jump shot.
Thompson around Powell, stays with the dribble, now behind his back fadeaway jumper, gets it to go. Good roll for Thomason. Thomas, a good looking player. The junior from Houston, Texas, out of Butler Community College in Kansas.
Yeah, he's gone for double figures in 6 of 7, so real consistent here during the second half of the season.
Ogimono Johnson working on Traore. Gives it up to Powell. 6 to shoot for Murray. Murray drives to the basket, floater good. Good job by Dwight Murray Jr. And the Bronx lead is back to 7, 23-16, 3:44 left first half.
And Niagara defended that well with Ogimono Johnson rolling. The two players stuck with Murray. Just got to tip your hat to Murray there with the hook.
Thomas into the basket, layup good. Beat Powell to the hoop. And 2 more for Thomason.
And right now the Bronx just can't stay in front of Thomason. He can have his way with any of the defenders that have been on him so far.
Ogimono Johnson once again, this time fouled by ball after the timeout. Murray the drive to the hole, no good, and the rebound, Ogimono Johnson put up good. He just snatched it away from Iorio. First 2 for Ogimono Johnson, and the Bronx up 25-18.
Yeah, he just wanted the ball more. He's able to fight for it, and he's able to finish where Ryder coming out of that timeout, only 2 offensive rebounds so far, so it's really been one and done a lot for them here in the first half.
Kawakamensa driving in good and fouled. Foul by Altman, and Kawakamensa will go to the, I think we're going to get a double technical. Kawakamensa will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. I didn't see either player say anything.
After the hoop, Kawakamen said something to say. I don't know if Altman said something to him earlier, though.
So they're going to send both teams to the bench. By the way, our graphics, hello graphics. Our graphics are back, 25-20, 2:44.
They're really trying to make an effort to get downhill towards the hoop. Now we're going to see a zone look from Niagara for the first time here.
A trap. McKeithen double teamed as they blitz and gets it nicely to Powell. So Niagara in the zone for the first time tonight. 5 to shoot for Murray. Murray, short jumper, no good. Didn't hit anything out of bounds off of Ogimono Johnson. Either way, Niagara ball.
It's a real effective defensive possession by Niagara. They disrupt things at the beginning of the possession. Ryder's not able to get into their action. And then a tough shot by Murray with the shot clock running down.
Ten to shoot for Thomason. He loses the hand on. Forced turnover. Again, this time Thomason can't handle it, and the Bronx will have it. So Greg Paulus upset with Thomason.
He's got to be frustrated that his team hasn't had a real sharp first half. Only down 4, though.
McKeithen, good pass to Ogie Muno Johnson, who will stuff it down. And the Bronx up by 6. McKeithen's 3rd assist here in the first half.
And good eyes and a good job getting that through the traffic to Ogie Muno Johnson, who had space underneath.
Ball off of McKeithen out of bounds. Probably the best half of basketball by McKeithen this season. Very active on both ends of the floor.
And it hasn't been him putting the ball in the basket. It's been doing all the other things to make sure he's putting himself in the best position possible.
Five to shoot for Thomason, in trouble. Gets it back to Iorio for 3, no good. Murray's fouled. Foul on Roberts. His second, team 6. Murray looking, goes to Powell. Minute left half. Ajiri wide open layup.
During the second half of the season, so they've improved definitely in that area.
And that's why they went on that 4-game winning streak, won 5 of 6. I mean, the 3-game losing streak, every game has come down to 1 possession. Cintron wide open, thought about it. Gave it back, and now Hammond. Hammond. Good job by Ogie Muno Johnson. They get it to Traore, who misses the lay-in, is fouled. And Traore will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know how that pass got through. That's unbelievable. Looked like Vaughn was all over that pass down low to Traore, and somehow he's able to get his hands on it.
Tuba Traore, 7 of 10 on the season from the free throw line. That did not look like a 70% free throw shooter, though.
Let's look at this pass again. How does this get through? It's in the one spot where Vaughn doesn't have coverage towards the inside.
Traore ready for his seconds and missed them both. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and the Bronx will call a timeout as Murray crosses the time. And Niagara will head to St. Peter's on Sunday, also a 2 o'clock start. 22 seconds for Murray. Murray, 3 after the crossover, no good. Bronx still without a 3. Cintron looks for Traore, and he saves it nicely, but Ogie Muno Johnson the foul. 3/4. Niagara Purple Eagles. And Niagara will have the ball to start this second half, and we're underway. The 8-point lead for the Bronx, the largest of the game. Niagara has never led in this game. Hammond finds Kwaka-Mensah. He will offer up a 3, no good. And the rebound is taken by Ajiri Ogie Muno Johnson. Good drive by Vaughn. Good block by Traore. A 6'11" sophomore, his first block of the game. Hammond gives it up. Kwaka-Mensah. Kwaka-Mensah on the drive. Wow, shot no good. And it is off of Ryder. Stays with the Purple Eagles.
So James has 2 fouls. Kwaka-Mensah took it to the hoop. James did a good job of not committing the foul, but you wonder if Niagara is going to try to take the ball to James to see if they can get him back to the bench.
Thomason in the paint, now Hammond. Kwaka-Mensah again, a drive, leaves it short. And rebound Bronx. One of the things that Greg Paulus has done right away is he started Traore Because the Bronx a big advantage in the paint in that first half, 22-12. James fade away, no good.
And it's paid dividends so far. You saw the block by Traore on the previous possession. That time James had to go with the fall away against the bigger defender.
Hammond, top arc jumper, got it. First points of the game for Marcus Hammond.
So now he sees that first one go down, gets the confidence. The Bronx have to be on edge defensively with Hammond.
Again, he comes in and just averaging just under 18 a game. James cut off by Kwaka-Mensah. Vaughn with 4 to shoot. I don't think he recognizes it. Murray, a long three. Got it! Three-pointer for Murray, the first 3 of the game for the Bronx. And he had to shoot it.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a disaster on that set for Ryder, with Vaughn not seeing the shot clock go down and Murray with the hoist. And the answers.
Brown in the corner, good head and shoulder fake, frees himself now to Hammond. Down low, Traore misses a little layup and then a late whistle. They're going to call a foul on James. Third on James, first foul of the second half for either side, and Traore will go to the line for 2. It didn't sound like the whistle blew on the initial contact. And Traore left it short. 0 for 2 tonight from the free throw line, 7 of 12 overall in the season.
I mean, if you're James there, if you're that far caught underneath the hoop as he is as we check out the replay, just let him get the hoop. It's not worth picking up the third.
You know what, Steve? I think James has a beef there.
Obviously, there was more contact with no calls in the first half compared to that previous call right there.
Murray, jumper. Front iron, back iron, and out. One and done again for the Bronx. Thomason. Now to Traore, who will stuff it home. So Traore.
Other than the Murray 3 with the shot clock running down, that was almost like a miracle shot. Ryder's been held without any other buckets here to start the second half.
Alan Powell turn around, got it. A three-pointer for Powell, just ready to shoot it as soon as he touched the ball from Murray. And the first 3 of the game for Powell, just the second for the Bronx. Both here in the second half. 9-point lead, matches the largest of the game. Thomason finds Hammond open. 3 for Hammond, no good. Again, big struggles here tonight for Marcus Hammond.
Yeah, missed that one way short.
Murray weaves through traffic. Now a poke 3 off the mark. Hammond gets bumped by Ogie. It'll be Niagara ball to inbound after the timeout. Bronx by 9. Thomason tries to get around Pope. He cannot, but he'll throw up a floater in the paint. Good job by Thomason as he switches hands and gets it with the left hand for 2.
Yeah, Thomason, I think, has been the most impressive Purple Eagle player so far tonight because of his versatility and obviously a great distributor of the ball, but also can score off the dribble.
Powell, little stutter step in traffic. Ogie Johnson loses the handle. Ball and bodies on the floor. It is a tie-up, and it'll belong to the Bronx on the arrow. So it'll stay with Ryder.
Bronx kind of fortunate there that didn't result in a turnover.
9 to shoot for the Bronx. Jerry working on Iorio, and he is fouled by Iorio. First on Iorio. First foul for the Purple Eagles here in the second half, and Ogimono Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. And Jerry just 48% from the free throw line this season. It becomes mental, Steve. We've seen him throughout his career be a, I'd say, better than decent free throw shooter.
But you look at some of these recent games that came down to the wire, and Ogimono Johnson 1 for 3 from the line against Manhattan, 3 for 6 against Monmouth, and those misses end up being crucial in those close games.
It's 1 of 2 here. Bronx trap. Thomason on the drive, cut off by Powell. Iorio down low. Working on Ogimono Johnson. Good move by Iorio, but he can't finish in another late whistle. Nathan Hall way late on that whistle.
Thomason did a good job of, once he made the pass to Iorio there on the block, he gets out of the way to create some space, and it looked like there was some contact with that left hand.
Yep. Left hand got in there, good call. Iorio, first free throws of the night. 72% free throw shooter. Left that one short. 7-point lead for the Bronx. Pope turnaround jumper, no good. And Iorio with the rebound. Steve, Niagara has lost the last 4 here, 6 of the last 7 at Alumni Gymnasium. So the Bronx have really had their number here. The Bronx have been pretty successful up at Niagara as well.
Yeah, Riders won 9 of the last 12 matchups.
Demencio couldn't keep it in. I thought he and I were going to have some contact.
And that's where that plexiglass comes in handy there.
Yeah. I'm very thankful that he did not bang into that plexiglass. Thomason on the drive, layup no good. Iorio with the putback. So an offensive rebound and putback for Iorio, and it's a 5-point lead for the Bronx.
In that first half, it was the Rider bigs that really got things going. But here in the second half, Niagara's bigs on both ends starting to impact the game.
Pope, Roberts on him. Check that. Powell with Roberts on him. Misses it. Ogimono Johnson, right place, right time. Stuff it home, big fella. And it's a 7-point lead for the Bronx.
Johnny on the spot there. No weak side box out there for Niagara.
First player in double figures, Ogimono Johnson.
Robert! You're trash!
Cintron back to the basket. Finds Roberts. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Vaughn.
Out of the way, Robert!
Merritt tries to find Ogimono Johnson. Good catch by Ajiri and then blocked out of the hands of Vaughn. Vaughn gets it back. 8 to shoot, almost thrown away. Murray comes up with it. Powell for 3, no good. And the rebound is saved by Murray. No, they're going to say out of bounds, but it'll belong to the Bronx. Nehemiah Benson will check in for Ogimono Johnson. Traore back in the game along with Kwaka Mensah for Niagara. Bronx ball, 20 to shoot. Murray waiting, finds Powell. 3 on the way, no good. And one and done again for the Bronx.
And Roberts, a good job fighting through those screens to try to make that shot a little bit more difficult for Powell off the inbound.
Thomason stops just short of the lane. Ball is stolen by Powell. Good numbers for the Bronx. 3 on 2. Pope to the hole. Layup. No good. Rebound. Put back Powell. So good job by.
And 6, the 11 points. The only double-figure score for either side.
And Hammond still just 2 points for Niagara. He's got the ball. Mackey looks inside. Traore fires a pass that is off of Powell's hands. They're going to call a foul on Kwakamensa, his second. Second team foul, and it'll be Bronx ball.
You don't usually see an offensive foul in a spot like that where there's a skip pass from the other side, but Kwakamensa prevented Powell from getting the steal.
9th turnover against Niagara. Powell, floater in the paint, no good. Rebound Hammond. And Hammond gets it to Thomason. Thomason with Murray to beat, and he does.
Would you believe, Dow, the first fast break points for either team in this one, coming on that transition hoop right there?
How about that? That is hard to believe. Just under 11 in the second half. Pope, good pass, and Pope is fouled going to the basket. Good pass by Murray. Kwakamensa's third. And the third team foul. So Kwakamensa 3 for Niagara, James 3 for the Bronx, and Pope to the line.
Pope's got a couple plays in this one where he's been hit hard that time. The slap by Kwakamensa going for the ball. The earlier play when Pope got hit was on an inbounds pass with the shot clock running down. There was about 2 seconds left. Just kind of an inadvertent contact to the face, but tough night for Pope for that.
Pope now 8 of 8 from the free throw line this season. Back to 9 for the Bronx. And they try to blitz Thomason. He loses his footing, and Ajiri comes up with the ball. Turnover for the Purple Eagles. That is the 10th turnover. Vaughn on the drive to the hole, layup good. Lorenzo Vaughn, a strong power move to the basket and a double-digit lead for the Bronx. Here's that trapping pressure again. Good job to blitz Thomason. Now Thomason the drive, finds Mackey, corner 3, no good. And a long rebound to Murray.
And for Niagara, even with some time to reset at halftime, they just have not been able to get going offensively.
Murray weaving through traffic. Vaughn, foul line jumper, back iron, no good.
That would have been a big hoop to keep the momentum going for Ryder.
Great move by Hammond, stop pop, got it. Marcus Hammond, he's got 4.
So Vaughn has a great look, could have extended the lead up to 13, and then Hammond flies down the court and gets it back to single digits. Let's see if that ends up being the turnaround for Niagara.
Murray the drive, off glass, no good, and Vaughn gets fouled on the rebound. Foul on Traore. And it'll be Ryder ball to inbound.
By the way, Darryl, for Vaughn, who's I think gonna come out of the game now for Mervyn James, he's got 9 rebounds as we check out this replay here as he rolls to the hoop off with a miss. So he goes 2 spots up now to 8th all-time in rebounds as he passes Jack Madden.
Demencio continues to climb up just about every offensive list. Murray, a wild runner, no good, gets his own rebound and put back. Dwight Murray Jr. Wide open look, corner, three, good. Rob Brown left wide open in the corner. Yeah, by the time Vaughn's done, he'll be, well, he's already in the top 10 in several categories all time here.
Yeah, 4, including first all time in steals.
5 to shoot for Murray. Murray, stop, pop, got it. Dwight Murray Jr. puts the Bronx back up by 10.
And he's now in double figures after those 2 made hoops.
Corner again, 3. This time over the outreached hand of Pope. So Brown heating up his second straight 3. Brown shoots coming in 49% from beyond the arc.
And Niagara's needed those 2 last threes in a big way to stay within striking distance.
So you have to keep an eye on Brown for sure. James.
Point in the game, then Marcus Hammond. You would think that the answer would be Marcus Hammond, but that's the case. Rob Brown with the 2 big threes, and despite that, and Marcus Hammond struggles, the Purple Eagles only down 7.
Yeah, they've shot it well here in the second half, 53% from the field. Rider led by 8 at halftime, now a 7-point lead. And Hammond threw it right, Brown went left, turnover number 11 against Niagara. 7.5 left, second half. And Niagara will put pressure in the backcourt as McKeithen gets it. McKeithen gets it to Powell across the timeline. McKeithen, good minutes here for Kevin Baggett. Eight to shoot for Murray. Still with it, still with it. He'll put it up top arc, got it. Dwight Murray Jr. from the top of the arc, and a 9-point lead once again for the Bronx.
Yeah, great job coming around that ball screen there just inside the top of the key and hitting that mid-range J.
A quiet 13 for Murray to lead all scorers. Cintron spin move on McKeithen. Now Roberts inside the arc, no good, and the rebound McKeithen.
Roberts, you are trash. You're a walking brick.
Powell the drive, layup is blocked, but they're going to call a foul. Second on Rob Brown's 15th foul.
And with McKeithen playing well, with the lineup out there, it's kind of small for Ryder with the 3 guards, but their spacing's a little bit better. So Powell's able to get downhill, and he's able to break down Brown. And I think the respect now for Murray scoring the ball a little bit better, and McKeithen playing well, Powell's able to get some more space.
Powell's first trip tonight comes in 79% from the free throw line. Bronx now just 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Up in Niagara, neither team shot the ball well from the line. The Bronx were 20 for 30, while Niagara was 9 of 16.
And what should have been a comfortable last minute up at Niagara ended up into a treacherous stretch down in the final 60 seconds.
McKeithen almost a great save, a great steal, and then a great save, but he couldn't keep it in bounds. It'll belong to Niagara. But another good job by Corey McKeithen. Thomason for Niagara leads the Purple Eagles with 10 here tonight. Easy 2 for Hammond. Again, another defensive breakdown by the Bronx. Ryder has had trouble closing out games, Steve. We've seen that pretty much all season long.
Yeah, last time on this floor against Siena, that was certainly the case.
Murray. Vaughn just inside the arc, got it. Demencio Vaughn for 2. He's got 7. And the Bronx back up by 10. And a foul on McKeithen. 15th foul against the Bronx. Second on the sophomore from Windsor, Connecticut. Hammond fouled. Now they're calling it very close to the vest. First half, they allowed a lot of contact. Now you're seeing a lot more whistles blown. 6th foul against the Bronx. First against Powell. Open 3 on the way, no good. Rebound Kawaka-Mensah, and he is fouled, can't get it to go, but he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the Bronx got a break there because Brown, the inbounder, got the ball right back and got that quick 3, but missed it. But Ogumuno Johnson not able to get that weak side rebounding, and Kawaka-Mensah go to the line.
Kawaka-Mensah 1 of 1 from the free throw line tonight. 66% overall.
And that's just Vaughn ended up kind of helping on Citron a bit, and then Kawaka-Mensah. It's actually Murray who had the best chance of that one for Ryder. Ogumuno Johnson now with 3 fouls and James with 4, so that's worth monitoring a bit here in the final 5 minutes for Ryder.
A foul now on Brown. So we've seen and heard several whistles here in the last couple minutes.
And you know that Greg Paulus probably saw some of that tape from the Siena game, knows that the Bronx is susceptible late in the games to turning the ball over, and we've seen the full court pressure.
Pressure. Murray does get it into Powell, and Powell gets it ahead to Vaughn. A whistle and a technical foul. Technical foul called.
They may have called somebody at the end of that Niagara bench.
I think.
Is that a manager?
Might be a manager.
The manager talking to Nathan Hall wanted something called there in favor of
a 5.
Niagara.
He wanted a 5. And Murray misses the technical. Now, that is not who they call the technical on. You see, he's asking for the 5. I don't know if he said anything else other than asking for the 5. I guess the fact that he stood up.
You rarely see that. You rarely see that. That's a tough one to call the manager.
I tell you, I know how hard those kids were. I do feel badly. 1 of 2 for Murray.
Oh, man, that's going to be a tough night for him.
It's going to be a tough night. Murray turn around, in and out, put back on. Oh, Jiri Ogumuno Johnson. Great timing to slam it back home. (56-45). Ryder by 11. Slip by Citron. Another turnover by the Purple Eagles. The fans really into it after the stuff by Ogumuno Johnson.
Yeah, that's as loud as it's been all night here in Alumni Gym.
Vaughn, turn around, glass gone. Over Kawaka-Mensah, and the Bronx, the largest lead of the game at 13. Trapping pressure. In trouble is Thomason, and a whistle. And Smarter. For all the best sports, concerts, and theater events, visit Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Ticketsmarter is proud to be the official partner of Ryder Basketball. Ticketsmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
And that's now 7 offensive rebounds for the Bronx in the second half.
Drive by Brown, then the kick. Thomason for 3, no good. Thomason, his own rebound, layup good. Nobody boxed out the shooter. Good job by Thomason. 11-point Bronx lead. Steve, I am sure it's in the coaches' heads. I'm not sure about the players' heads, but the coaches certainly know they've had trouble closing out opponents. Powell, good drive, shot blocked by Mensah, and a good numbers, 3-on-1 for Niagara. They go corner, and then Brown couldn't handle the pass. Other corner, Hammond, 3, got it. So Marcus Hammond left wide open, and here we go, 8-point lead for the Bronx.
And that was a good job by Brown to reverse the ball to the other side. He got a catch close to his feet, knew he couldn't tee it up in transition. Ball reversed, Hammond knocks it down, and things tightening up.
5-0 run for the Purple Eagles, under 3 to go. Powell loses the handle, regains 5 to shoot for Murray. Murray in trouble. Crossover, Murray fade away with one guard. Dwight Murray Jr., 1 left on the shot clock, and a 10-point lead for the Bronx.
That's a big-time play there. Nothing going on in that possession. He's somehow able to get space for the jumper.
Thomas in the drive, cut off by Ogimuno Johnson. Mensah off glass, good. Full court pressure upcoming. Now they'll back off McKeithen across the timeline. You saw him slip a little bit and regain. Yo-yo dribble. McKeithen can't free himself from Brown. And now nearly stripped, but a foul called on Cintron. And that's where you see sometimes McKeithen falls in love with his ball handling skills. And sometimes handles it too much.
Would have been better served passing the ball there in that spot. But here's McKeithen, Darryl, going to the line for a 1-on-1. He missed a big one late against Siena where it looked like the Bronx could have sawed it away. Can you redeem himself here late in this one?
He's 20 of 24 from the free throw line this season. Front end, missed it. Missed the front end. Here we go. 3 for Hammond, no good, but he is fouled by Powell beyond the arc, and Hammond will go to the line to shoot 3. Unbelievable. A foul beyond the arc.
Yeah, Powell goes with the contest, and not much there. A good sell job by Hammond to get the call.
So Hammond for 3, first trip tonight to the line. Hammond an 82% free throw shooter. Makes the first. It was a 13-point lead moments ago for the Bronx. It is now a 6-point lead, and Hammond for another.
You can feel the anxiety here in Alumni Gym right now.
And the fans are well aware as well, because I can hear them behind me saying we can't blow this again, right? 5-point lead for the Bronx. Powell across the timeline. The Bronx were down 17 at Niagara to win the game. Bronx were up by 13 moments ago. Murray weaves through traffic. Murray in trouble. Murray still with it. Murray puts it up with 2. He got it again. Third time tonight with 2 or 1 left on the shot clock that he makes a big shot.
He's been Houdini tonight.
Hammond long 3. Got it. Points, 10 rebounds in this game. And full court pressure upcoming. Murray, spin move, gets it across to Powell, and Powell will dribble out. 1 minute left as you hear Dan Collins call. With 1 minute left, the Bronx a 4-point lead. 14 to shoot for Powell. Cintron will lay off. 6 to shoot. Powell stops, now to Murray. 2 to shoot. Murray, can he do it again? No. Rebound, James, put back good. Big offensive rebound and put back by Mervyn James. Hammond, long three, got it! Oh my goodness, Marcus Hammond again!
And they called a foul, a
And
four-point play
a
opportunity.
foul called. Marcus Hammond will go to the line to try to complete a 4-point play.
I think they got Powell again. Unbelievable. Powell is trying to guard him. He's able to get that shot off. There's very little contact again, and they called it on Powell again. Unbelievable.
So Hammond, who made 3 free throws moments ago, will try to complete this 4-point play and make it a 2-point game. Unbelievable. Hammond misses, gets his own rebound. Hammond put up, no good. Rebound James. Big rebound by James as Hammond, a great job to get his own miss. And James, a big-time rebound, and he'll go down to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1, a big 1-and-1 upcoming from Irvin James.
Well, you never want the shooter to get the offensive rebound. There's no real box out of Hammond. He's able to use his athleticism to get the ball. Great move to free himself close to the paint. Just went off the rim.
It's hard to believe. Every night here at Alumni Gymnasium, these games come down to the wire whether you like it or not. James to the line. Mervin, free throw, got it. He's now 3 of 3 from the free throw line. A 4-point lead. Thomason quickly up. Tries to get around Vaughn. He does now. Thomason to the hole, contested, and it goes! It goes, it lays on the front of the rim and goes down, and he'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. It laid on the front of the rim. As you take a look here, Ajiri comes to contest it, and then Ajiri kind of faded back. I don't know, Steve. I don't know.
Everything's being called now, but give Niagara credit here for making these plays down the stretch.
Thomason misses, and Vaughn with the rebound. Vaughn gets it to Powell, who gets fouled with 14.6 seconds left. The Bronx need to step up and knock down free throws. That is the 9th, so it's still a 1-and-1? 10th, so it is a 2-shot. I thought it was the 2-shot foul upcoming for Powell.
Niagara's made incredible finishes here late there, but 2 big free throw misses. Hammond and Thomason keeping Ryder up slightly.
Powell makes the first. Hot hand is Hammond. Let's see. Thomason will get it in. Across the timeline. Thomason, they're going to go for a 2. It's partially blocked. Thomason his own rebound now. A 3 of Kwaka-Mensah got it from the corner with 4.3 left. No timeout. Murray can run it. Gets it to Powell in the corner, and he is fouled with 3 seconds left. So a 2-point lead. If Powell knocks down both, it's pretty much over, Steve.
I mean, there was no doubt Kwaka-Mensah was going to make that to make things even more interesting.
So if he knocks down both, it's, for all intents and purposes, although I've seen some crazy things here this year, so I won't even go that far with 3 seconds left. But it's in the best interest of Ryder and Powell to knock them both down. That I could tell you. Good job by Thomason to find Kwaka-Mensah after the miss. Powell knocks them both down. 4-point lead with 3 seconds left. Ryder just has to be smart here and they'll come away with a win. Full court pass up ahead to Brown. Turnaround 3, no good. Rebound put back. They're going